Good morning, class. Welcome to Science PT School. This is your science class, and this is our second class. Hope you all are doing good. So, before starting the class, I would request all the students please keep your books in front of you. Okay, and take out page number 162. Okay, so in previous class, what we studied about the flowers. We studied about the parts of flowers. Okay, and before that we have studied about the plants. What are the parts of plants? In previous class we studied about the flowers. What are the parts of flowers? Now today we are going to study about seeds. Okay, so it is a whole study of plants what we are doing actually. So we are covered with the plant parts, we are covered with the flower parts. So now it's the time to study about the seed. Now what is seed and why seed is important? So we all know seed is very much important for growing of a new plant. Okay, so what is and the process of growing plant from the seed is known as germination. From the childhood days, you all are studying what is germination. What is germination? The process of growing seeds into a plant is called germination. You can see, you can see here the pictures I have given you how germination occurs when you insert the seed into a soil after some by the help of proper moisture, proper sunlight, and seed start to developing, and the first root started developing, and after that a small plants comes out of it, and after that this small plant grows into a big tree. So this the process is known as germination. Okay, so today what we are going to do, we are going to study about the seed structure. Okay, so first read out the look at the page number 163. The term is given germination. So what is germination? Seed need air, water and warmth to grow into a plant. The process of seed growing into a plant is called germination. As we already discussed, what is the germination? Germination is the process of growing seeds into a plant. And what are the requirements for the seed to grow in a plant? That is air, water and warmth. So you can what you can do, you can underline these three words. That is very important for germination of seed. Okay, so now let's move to the next point. There is some experiment given here, a very small experiment. Let's do it. List the different types of seeds used as a food at home. Okay, so what we can do, we can make different types of seeds we eat in a day. We can make a list. What we eat? Yes, we eat pulses every day, right? So that is the types of seed. Okay, matar, pea, we eat, that is the types of seed. So you can, what you can do, you can do it self. Rice, wheat, so you can do it self. Find out what type of seeds you eat in a whole day. So now what we are going to, now the next topic is structure of seeds. So what we are going to study, as I have already told you, that in this class we are going to study about structure of seed. So first of all, read out the first line. Soak a few kidney beans. Kidney beans is rajma beans. You can see here rajma beans is there. It's look like this same as it is. Okay, so soak a few kidney beans, rajma seeds for 12 hours. If you don't have rajma seeds at your home, you can use any other seeds like red chana seeds or moth seeds, moong dal seeds. Any seeds, whatever you have at your home, you can soak the seeds in your water. Okay, the dry seeds absorbs the water and swell up. What we see every lots of time we have seen that when we soak seeds into a water, it swell up in a day. Okay, so take one seed and observe it very closely. What you are going to do now, you are taking out one seed in your hand and you are going to dissect that seed in the center. Okay, take one seed and observe it closely. You find a very tiny hole on one side. Yes, you can find that there is a very tiny hole. Might be it is not seen from the naked eye, but when you will open the seed, you can see easily there is a like a hole. That there is a structure, small tiny hole. You can see there. Okay. Okay, and so when the seeds are absorbed, water enter the seed through this hole only. Okay, so now you got from where the water enters into the seed. Most of the time you have not observed, but please, I would request all the students do this experiment at your home and observe this from where the water actually enters into the seed. Okay, you can easily understand this, that from where the water enters into the seed. When you will cut the seed, you can see there is a small hole. Okay. Okay, so when the seeds with soaked water entered the seed through this hole, below that is a scar, the point where the seed was attached to the fruit. So okay, so before soaking also you can see easily this is scar. When you will see that you are going to take a rajma seed, you will see the blackish, more blackish structure at the tip of the seed. You can find this. This is a scar. This is called scar. Okay, it's a black dark spotted like structure where the hole is present is known as the scar. Okay, scar is the point from where the seed is attached to the parent plant. For example, it is attached to the if it is in a fruit, so it is attached through those scars to the fruit. Okay, so that particular point is known as the scar. Okay, so below that is the scar, the point where the seed was attached to the fruit. Okay, rub the seed gently with your finger. Now it's time to rub the seed with your hand. What you will see? Okay, a thick layer comes off. Yes. Most of the time we have done it. Most of the time we have done it. When you will take a red chana seed and you will press it a little bit only, not too much, just a little bit press it, you will see that a thick coat comes out in your hand. That is called seed coat. What is that? Seed coat. Seed coat is surrounding the seed. Seed coat surrounding the seed is known as seed coat. You can see the outermost layer of this seed is known as the seed coat. It is very hard in structure. Okay, so why it's made hard in structure? You know, by nature it's hard in structure. So you can take it as an adaptation by the nature, because if the seed coat will be not hard, so what will happen? Assume, okay. Okay, now let me tell you what will happen. Like we all know that the fruits are on the trees, and most of the times birds try to eat all those fruits. Okay, and we also eat fruit and we throw the seeds out. Okay, so if the seeds will not have a hard structure, what will happen? It will break and it will spoil. Most of the time it will break and spoil, right? It cannot grow into a new plant. But due to its hardness, due to its hard structure, what happened, it doesn't, it cannot be easily breakable. It is not easily breakable by the atmosphere, like by the pressure of water, air. Okay, so so some birds try to break those seeds, so it due to its hard structure, it is not easy to break them easily. Okay, it can be breaked only when it is properly soaked in a moisture. Okay, so then this this is very natural to save the plant, due to this only we are able to get a new plants, because if the seed don't have a hard structure, it will be it can easily spoil most of the time, and we cannot get a new plants. But due to its hard structure, it is safe, and when it falls on the soil, it may grow into a new plant with the availability of proper moisture. Okay, so that's why the seed coat is hard in structure. It protects the seed, so we can say that it protects the seed. Now split the seed at the groove along the middle of the seed. What you are going to do? You can you are going to bisect that seed, soaked seed. You are going to dissect that seed with your hand only. Okay, you can do it easily. The two halves of the seed are called cotyledons. Now what you are going to get? You are going to get a nice two half structure. So this is called cotyledon. Okay, what is the work of this cotyledon? This the work of this cotyledon is to store food for the new growing plant. What is the work of this cotyledon? ये क्या करता है? ये जो new plants निकलते हैं, the baby plants comes out of these seeds. They provide foods and water minerals to this growing plant. If they will not get a proper nutrition, is it possible to grow and it is possible to develop? For example, like some mothers are pregnant, so what happens? We provide very rich nutrition to that mother. In the same way, this growing plant also required lots of water and minerals and food. So the work of this cotyledon is to store those food for the new growing plants. Okay, the between the cotyledons is the embryo. So what is the embryo? You can see here from from the where that is scars, there is a ovule, that is the point of fertilization. Okay, so from there you will see a very tiny structure comes out, that is called embryo. It is not in a nature right now, it is embedded inside a seed only, a small tiny structure you can see, that is young plant, or you can say it's the embryo. Okay. Okay, so this germinates and grows into a seedling. Now what is seedling? This embryo when first comes out in the out of the soil, when you will sow the seeds in a soil, what you will see after a day, what you will see after some time, you will see that the small white structure is on the soil, and it's look like the pearl is scattered on the soil, but that is not pearl, that is a small, very little small plants comes out of the first plants comes out of the soil, that is called seedling. So this embryo grows into this seedling. Okay, and this seedling later on grows into a plant and big tree. Okay, this germinates and grows into seedling, and that is called baby plant. Okay, so this will be known as the baby plant, or this will be known as the seedling. Okay, so and the plants such as beans, peas, gram, etc. bear seeds with 2 cotyledons and are called dicotyledonous plants. Plants such as maize, wheat, rice, etc. bear seeds with only 1 cotyledon and are called monocotyledonous plants. So in next class we are going to study detailed about this, what is monocotyledon and what is dicotyledon. I have just given a reading over it. Okay, so this was just an introduction. We will discuss about this in the next class. Today what we are going to do, you are going to make this proper nice structure of dissected seeds on your notebook, and you are going to proper label this seed structure, and you are going to make also what is germination and what is the process of germination. Okay, in next class we will discuss about the more points, what is the monocotyledons, what is dicotyledon, what is sprouting, and what are the important for dispersal of seed. So we are going to study about all this in the next class. Till the time, take care and bye bye.